cleans. Kettlebell cleans. These are completely different to doing it with a dumbbell and barbell, but very similar at the same token, if that makes any sense at all. Probably doesn't because my English sucks. I'm going to work you through from, say, regression up. So, if you find people struggle with kettlebell cleans, which I usually do because it usually thuds into the forearm and they don't like doing them, we can work a couple of different ways. I've got a full 12-week kettlebell program, like it's full follow-along video, so you'll get access to this. And my people that I'm coaching with it, they're like, kettlebell cleans suck, they hurt my forearms. Have you got a different way around it? One way we can start out, so all I've said to them is, say if you've got 10 on each arm, you're just going to do this version for 20. So a way to start from a dead position, so we're going from a hip hinge. So it's going to come up. As I come up in this, I'm going to use a lot of hip drive to get it. I'll then switch my hands to the horns. So this is just a very simple spot here. Like this is just for them to get used to this point. Right, so for some of the beginners that are in the program, this works well as going and catching, because then if they want to go into clean and press, if that's in the routine, they can still do it. So if it's on one arm, they just have to double up. So it's still allowed everyone to get in and do what I wanted. So first up, as a starting point, grab hold of your bell, from the handle to horns. It's just a dead spot, hip hinge, drive up hard and catch. So that one's a real simple, easy way to go. I kind of go with that because it leads into this other thought process here of doing a two-handed version of a one-handed clean. Yeah, I know, everyone just goes, what the hell are you talking about? Right, so your one-handed cleans, right, if you're coming up from a dead position, it comes up and it wraps around your wrist. So how we can do this as a two-handed version, so this is leaning towards, and I'll turn around and face this way in a minute, how this leans toward getting people into one hand. I'll actually use Pro Grade for it because it's better with a bigger handle. Right, so my right hand's down the bottom, that's the shoulder it's going to go to. I'm going to use my left hand at the top. It's going to sort of help assist as it goes through. Because see, a lot of people go, the clean thuds against my forearm and my bicep. We'll fix this soon, so don't worry. So I come up, and what this helps me to learn, or much better if I have my right hand at the top, the left hand at the bottom now is just assisting. What this helps me to learn is to keep my right hand loose. Because the biggest thing in a clean is, and it's the same as snatches, people strangle the crap out of the bell. Don't do it. You're not trying to kill it. You just got to be nice and loose. So here, the left hand is just assistance, so you learn how to keep it nice and tight and wrapping it around the wrist. So here's a good way, again out of regression, to go to it. So then if they had to do 10 on the other arm, left hand at the top. My rack position's a little bit funny on these because I'm trying not to hit the microphone. Otherwise, again, you still end up with the hand under your chin. So, left hand at the top, you're going to the left shoulder. Right hand at the top goes to the right shoulder. Your bottom hand is just assisting the bell there. So the whole idea with a clean is you're actually inserting your hand into the kettlebell, if that makes sense. You're not coming along and going and flipping it over. You got to think like twisting a jar. So it rolls around the wrist. Always end up at the top with an open hand. See how it runs down like we were saying earlier? Josh asked earlier about where the handle position's supposed to be. You've only got that minor part. Yeah, you're inserting your hand into it. You've only got that minor part of your thumb there. So if you end up like this where it's horizontal, like that, you're not finished, like you're not inserting your hand through, so you've got to bring your hand into it. There's no sound. It's silent. That's what you're looking for. Because then when you come into swinging it, same thing, you shouldn't hear a thing. It should be silent when it comes up and it just rolls over instead of going like that. So from that dead position here, drive quick, really commit to it, because this is the thing you're going to need to know for snatches, is it's a fast, ballistic movement. The slower you go, the worse this gets. This is where you got to own it and go as hard and as fast into bringing it up and twisting it as you can. If you end up with big thunk and clunk, he fixes that really quick. You're just about that far away from the actual end of your swing. The worst thing you're going to do is hit a softbox. So don't be afraid with this. So loose grip and just move it quickly. That's the key out of all this. Here, it's quick. The faster you do it and commit to it, the better. One last little cue I'll leave you with trying to get that hand insertion. And it's one I sort of thought of because it looked similar. Now the old Roman armies used to salute their generals like that. It's the same sort of thing you want to think of. You want to, when you're coming up, is salute the general. So you're aiming for this opposite shoulder, because what will actually happen is the flight path of the bell will bring you to the center. If you aim for the center, the flight path of the bell will bring you onto the outside of the shoulder. So you overcompensate. You come here, aim for there, you end up here. 99 out of 100 times I guarantee that will work and get you to where you need it to be. So aim for your opposite shoulder. That's it. So that already puts you in the center of your body. We just need it to finish up landing strong there. Aim for that opposite shoulder. Try a handful like that and then we can progress on.